ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for some more REL recaps. I'm here with Iron Master and Kyle Muir again. This is Randomness Nameless, and we're going to talk about Division 7, Season 8 in the REL. How are you guys doing this week?
Pretty well.
Doing fine over here.
Not going to let a little bit of tiredness do anything but make my commentary a little more freestyle. We got an interesting week ahead of us.
Yeah, man. These guys scored some points this week.
Oh, baby.
I know, it's not
some
binary.
Pieces, too. As is the way.
Yeah.
So you want to take a look at Starstruck versus Knuckle Nose Wonk Elf Fun?
Sure.
Let's look at some humans and some elves. This
Hey.
was a comedy, just comedy and tragedy together for our palindromes. Maybe that fits.
17 armor breaks. Okay. But they didn't get the death. Death means it's a death on your team.
Yeah, correct.
Ooh.
It was their thrower or something, right? No, it was the Mighty Blow Blitzer that died.
Ooh.
Man, that thrower
Poor
could
guy.
have gone without too much problem, but that Blitzer,
Yeah. He also gets a level here on a line elf for guard lino, which is great.
Hey,
But
that is
this
great.
team was falling apart. It was terrible. Just everything went wrong.
This is just
Snake
a
the pick up
consolation
the
prize.
Exactly. He gets blitzed here, and then he snakes the pickup on the ball, and then he finally gets hold of it to get away with it again, and he snakes another pair of 2+, and it just all goes downhill from there. It's terrible,
Ooh.
especially since he only gets to field 6 guys in the second half.
Oh, it's an elf game then.
Yeah, Dark Elves exploded this game, and all of the kickoff events were against him, and just everything went terribly, terribly wrong for Vundava.
Yeesh.
Touchdown Turley gets an MVP.
He's well on his way to legend.
Yeah, we also rolled plus Agi on a guard Mighty Blow Blitzer here for the humans.
Oh, wow. That's
Man,
always
this
nice.
is getting sick.
This is exactly what Captain Deuce needed, by the way, because this puts his touchdown differential ahead, so that if the second and third place teams lose next week, he can snake second place and steal the playoff spot now.
Huh.
This is literally exactly what he needed to have happen to stay alive for the playoffs.
I'm just surprised how many stats he's rolled here, because that's
It's
6
incredible.
of them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's go. It's just incredible.
I just had to look, and then... Oh, and he finally got a bench. Look at that.
It's both of these human teams. Both of them just have a gajillion stat ups.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Next up, we have a bye. Camry gets a bye here.
Yep.
I don't know that there's any dev here. I didn't look super duper close. The 2 MVPs didn't level guys.
Alas.
So unless there was a touchdown that leveled a man that I missed,
I
no
mean,
dev there.
Frankenstein's monster got a level here.
Oh, did I? Okay, good.
Yeah, he's the MVP level.
Okay. Why does Cyanide show me these things wrong all the time?
It says 8 out of 6, man.
I think the thing that gets it for me is that the less sucky bloodsuckers have a level here too. I know they don't actually, but still.
That's the thing. So mine shows the 2 MVPs as being a 7 out of 16 throw raw and a 21 out of 31.
Oh, sorry, I just
skeleton.
skipped this one. Whoops.
Yeah. Well done. Now we know.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No. Okay. Now about this real game here, where this flesh golem does get a level. He gets blocked, by the way.
It's a good level there. I mean, some
Yeah,
people
right.
take guard first, which is interesting.
Maybe
But I
he'll
like block
survive.
first.
Now this game is a game about putting a level on a new werewolf. It gets a pass, a touchdown, and a Kaz this game.
Oh, right, this is the 1-1 film players versus BioWare for life.
It is, yes.
Yeah, that is legit.
Did we talk about 23 armor breaks?
Yeah.
Killing everything?
Yeah, so this was not a good or fun game for the vampires here.
They still
This
managed
is
to get a level at
his
least.
death spiral continuing.
I mean, I know that the poor vampire we talked so much about last week got broken more.
Yep. There's a plus move, minus move Blodge vampire that's the only leveled vamp on this team. It got minus agility this game, so that is the deadest vampire I've ever known.
Yep, that's just a goodbye.
I can't find a way to justify him being around.
That's-
You have to roll a 2+ to use him every turn, man.
That's rough. But he managed to put a touchdown away on this one. So it puts Film
Yeah.
Flayers in a position where they're not in contention, but they get a level for development. And they needed it.
Yeah,
I just want to point out both of them did a pass and a catch.
that's
this.
accurate. The
Yeah.
kick thrall gets sturdy player here. That's just more bloat on this broken vampire team.
I mean, at this point in the season, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. It's just a case where you're playing your games. It's rough, and I respect you for playing it out.
I know, it's just where we ended up.
Yep. At any
Okay,
rate.
well, let's move on. Bye for halflings. Yay, halflings.
Yep, they get to do a thing. It's kind of a shame that these halflings aren't quite in the stunty cut position because the leader of that is so far ahead, but they're a real solid contender.
This 50 out of 51 halfling gets sure feet.
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, P.S. The displays are broken for the Buys and Cyanide's client. It doesn't actually add the SPP to the things that it shows you if it's an admin buy.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure feet.
Still, I do like sure feet, though.
This guy's great.
This man is your one-turn man with his sure hands block. Sprint.
I mean, sure,
he's
but
honestly the one that picks it up and goes to run it to his buddy to hand it off to.
Exactly, he's the sure hands guy. I mean, he's got block too. Like, he's a fantastic, strong halfling boy.
Mm-hmm.
He is destined to die a terrible death.
I mean, that's halflings.
Exactly that.
All right, that's cool.
Okay, well, let's talk about a 2-1 game.
An actual game going on here. This is the humans versus the
Noigles.
Oh yeah.
So how would you predict a human versus Nurgle 2-1 happens?
The humans score early, the Nurgle start grinding them into pace to take the score in the first half, and the humans continue to get the Nurgle continue to get the second score in the second half. That said, the armor breaks are confusingly even, so I'm gonna look at the numbers.
Yep. Okay. Human score on turn 7 in this game.
I was gonna predict that the grungy desserts were just getting wrecked by Phil's Palmer. He then separated the Palmer away and got a couple scores.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wait, no, the 2 is... Oh, so he just drew the Palmer away with Nurgle with like a bait rod or something?
Yeah, what sort of happens here is humans run like a standard human offense, install real good, and score on 7, and then Nurgle can't 2-turn. Despite what was a hilarious pitch invasion that like made it very possible. Then the Nurgle scores on 12 in the second half, and Philosophical leaves the ball in a place where the Nurgle can touch it, and they take it back on turn 14, and then they run away with it and score on 16. So that's how it happens.
6% occupation in opponent's half. Yep, that'll do it.
That's how it happened. Horns is a hell of a drug.
Is the moral of the story, don't let the Nurgles touch your balls?
Exactly that. Keep the Nurgle off your balls.
Remarkably even game for blocks, considering that humans are kind of a hybrid, but, it's Phil. He seems to hit people real good.
Plus move Pestigore gets blocked in this game, but that's the only real development.
That's solid.
Turns that guy into like a real guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Safety Dude soon.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Another real game.
Let's talk about one I didn't see. This has to be like a bloodbath, right? No, it's only 16 armor breaks. That's not too bad. I expected Underworld versus Chorfs to be a little bloodier than this.
I actually saw this one a bit at the end, and what it came down to, Jazz Poison had a wizard at the end. Could have stopped the score from a Bull Centaur picking it up and touchdowning with it. He just forgets all about it.
Oh no!
And then,
a wasted wizard.
Yep, he had a wizard. Could have stopped it. All he needed was the bolt.
Wizards are one of those things where it's like you need a reminder to remind you that I have a wizard this game. I need to be planning to when to use it, and you just need to give yourself some sort of a reminder. I definitely forgot the wizard the first time I played with it, but it's one of those things where I made that mistake once.
Put a post-it note on your monitor.
Something.
Wizard, there, do it.
Yep.
That said, respectable.
Yeah, man, that Bull Centaur got break tackle.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I know most people they need to be mobile.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, break tackle's great. I'm in the block first camp, but break tackle's still great.
I think you take block then break tackle or break tackle then block.
It's fine.
I agree block first. been on many, many tangents about this and had long conversations. But, you know.
Yeah, and then this strength Clawchorf here gets Mighty Blow.
Yep. That's the thing
There's
that he's taking next.
A fresh thrower gets block as well, so another 3 strength block piece for the Skaven. That's great.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, those are positionals for you.
Yeah, man. 3 strength is a positional on that team. It's scary.
I mean, Jazz Poison's pretty cool in that he's getting respectable results from Underworld, which, I mean, I think Underworld are a real team, but they're definitely not top tier. They're super cool.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They're like a super high skill ceiling team, and they can explode super easily. That's the problem, in my opinion. Is in an Eternal League, they're bound to turn into paste.
But I mean, not today.
Not today. Not today.
Yeah, that's always impressive. All right, who's next?
Let's talk about some Nurgling on some Kimry.
Oh, baby. This is a blowout between our top 2 teams.
It is. This basically swaps our leaderboard here.
You know what? I'm kind of glad to see it. You know, Derkan's been riding the wave of, oh man, I'm winning it all.
He's been riding the wave of giant strengthy men's.
Exactly.
Speaking of giant strengthy men's, this one gets an MVP and he's closer.
So is this just a case of a couple of early injuries snowball or what?
I have no idea. I didn't see this game. Maybe we should watch this game.
It looks like the Nurgle got a lot of injuries and KOs and stuff, so the removal game was their way, but even blocks.
Yeah.
And
all the
removals were pass.
All the removals were for the Nurgle here. It has to be some sort of snowball. 8 removals against Kimry, just you can't come back from that, right?
No.
It depends on what you're losing. If it's skeletons, you're fine, but if you lose a couple Tomb Guardians, your powerhouse is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay to watch this one. We could do that after having a quick glance at our leaderboard and a quick glance at some other teams.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
let's come back and watch that game here, and we'll find out what happens in that one. It's
right.
relevant to this leaderboard.
First, let's talk about the leaderboard. I think Royal Rumble was on top before, but now they are decidedly on top.
Yeah, so this was basically tied here for Darkanon and Agrain at the top.
Yeah, Agrain just had the TD differential beforehand.
Yeah, now with this win, he's clinched.
Yep. And
now, because of this loss here, we have the outside chance that Captain Deuce makes it still. If both Darkanon and Stouticus lose this week and Captain Deuce wins, he will win off of TD differential.
All right, let me have a look at if that's physically possible, because, you know.
Yep. I did that very thing here just a few minutes ago.
Star Truck is against Dan Grungy Desserts, so yes, he would have to actually just win. That would be a thing.
Yes.
And that would take care of the one, and then Kemri goes up against...
And then Darkanon doesn't have a bye.
Yeah, he goes against Film Flares, which are successfully rebuilt.
That's a real team, yeah.
That is a real team.
That's a couple of fun games right there.
Exactly. He's still certainly in this. If both of the second and third place teams lose and Starstruck wins, he just takes it. That's it.
That is our games to watch for this next week.
I guess there's only 2 of them that matter, since the Captain Deuce Stouticus game is the same game.
It is, in fact. Yeah. That one guy plays the other guy. And
exactly.
the guy who scores the most points wins.
So do you want to have a guess at who's going to be our second playoff contender?
I'm rooting for Darkanon. I can't help it.
I'm calling Stouticus for this one.
Who wins if they both win? Like, if Darkanon and Stouticus both put it away, where's the
Darkanon? So currently Darkanon is +1 TD differential, so it's very close.
Boy. I don't know. I think I'm going to root for the outside chance of Captain Deuce, because that could be pretty cool.
It's really hard to +2 people as Nurgle.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, 2 Nurgle boys going into playoffs, it can happen.
Oh,
it's not even that developed.
It happens in a lot of divs, actually. They're basically fighting to see who gets to fight High Elves and who gets to fight Dark Elves right now, if that's still the case.
I have an odd affinity for weirdo stat humans, so that's why I'm rooting for the humans. I think they're a neat concept.
I mean, they definitely have the tools for playoffs, too, so it could be cool to see it go in.
Yep. I mean, this is also a team where the playoffs just utterly take him to pieces, and that's the end of his team. So, it could end in tragedy.
Yep.
But, that's part of what the fun is. Shall we watch that game now?
Now, you want to talk about teams first or watch game?
Yeah, let's look at the teams and then go back to the game.
Sounds good. Who's up first?
I want to talk about the Underworld first.
Oh, baby.
Okay,
The
let's
Jazz Poison.
Space Lion's coaching them, and he seems to know what he's doing.
He does.
Look at all these two-heads goblins. Look at this hand. Look at this one that's got like all the mutations. Got an extra arm for its big hand and another head to keep an eye on it.
Yep, I mean, if you're going to put a bunch of levels on a goblin, that's how you do it. Like, that's what makes Underworld functionally a team, is that their terrible goblins you have to fill with can take actual skills instead of literally just sidestep.
Now let's
take a look at the names on this team. There's only like 4 of them are from the original team. It's great.
Oh,
it shows you just
like
how dead
juniors.
Underworld guys are. Like, these guys just are dust in the wind.
Oh yeah, the Junior is very solid.
But he doesn't even keep consistent. It goes Junior to the third, to just Junior, or it goes literally third, or in numerals third.
Or the
I don't
second.
know.
I mean, he's just... There's a returns here as a second,
Yep.
too. Like,
I had my cursor over that because it's my personal favorite.
yeah. He's being original. I like it.
Yeah.
Also, what's nice about the goblins are they don't have animosity, so they actually grab the ball and hand it off. It's just one thing I wanted to point out
Right.
there.
Yeah, that you can go from Goblin to Skaven, you just can't go from Skaven to Goblin.
Interesting. Yeah, going to Skaven from Goblin is actually super relevant because handing off to a Goblin that you then throw with your Troll is a move this team kind of wants to pull off. So you just have to go from Goblin to Goblin if you're going to try and pull that move.
Make a roll.
So what do we think of this Troll? Like, you really want block. Like, you really, really want block. Tentacles is great. Guard is great. Why does it have Claw?
Because it wanted to level up more than once.
Yeah, Claw's really good on the trolls here because it's like, oh yeah, I need an early removal threat.
This is great.
Around.
So I think this is I think one of the times it's
them.
better than Mighty Blow, right? Because this guy is almost always against the opposing big guy or the opposing biggest guy, which is going to be their highest armor guy, which is usually AV9 if they even have one.
It's true.
And then you're just like Claw versus Mighty Blow versus AV8, which is pretty negligible.
I wanted to point out that it's Troll, so it has Mighty Blow, and that's what my cursor's been doing.
Oh, well, there's that
but,
too.
I see your point. Like, getting Claw first here makes some sense. I really like Tentacles on this guy, and Guard is great. You really want block, but like I'm sure there's something else you can take. Stand Firm's probably fine.
Stand Firm is perfect there.
Yeah, I'd take Stand Firm next on this guy and still love him.
I like the Double Killer Blitzer. I think you just develop them both the same way. Maybe tackle first so you have more tackle.
You might maybe consider a guard on this other one here. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. I don't think you want a pair of Palmers. Maybe even tackle first. Maybe that's just being greedy.
I really like these linemen going wrestle into other skills. I like that they both just have dodge because
they have to live. Yeah, I mean that's probably
no.
Why
they don't.
Team does so good. They don't have access, right?
No, they don't. They're just
right.
lucky exactly the same amount.
It's great. These are perfect pieces. They do exactly what the Skaven lineman is supposed to do on this team, and they do it better than a normal one because they don't die.
Yeah, I really like the wrestle there. Dodge is just a great solid roll. And I mean, they're positionals here. And that one's turning into a strip ball, whatever.
Hey, I like second arm on the thrower here.
Yeah.
You keep saying second arm, but it's a third arm.
Extra arms. It's because the skill is extra arms, but it only adds one arm. I don't know.
It just shows 2 arms, and you're like, that's 2 arms.
It is 2 arms. He gets a second arm.
Yeah.
Easy game.
Oh man, if it was sticking out of the throwing cannon, I would be just utterly thrilled. But whatever.
I don't know.
That would be great.
Yes, it's fine. I can't argue with mutations because they're all fake stat ups.
Yeah, they're so good. All right, so this is just a team that is happy to have had solid development this season.
Yeah, and they're close to more development. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
How do they keep their line?
There's a few pieces here that.
Raj,
Raj, that's how.
It's still just like someone's gonna get Juggernaut one day, and they're gonna have tackle, and then they blow him up.
Not give 7, they're not.
Maybe. I feel like that's one of those things. Is probably like one of those outside chances on high end teams, but
Exactly.
they also probably screen
it
with
doesn't come up
combos.
very much.
Like you've got, realistically, the top 5. Well, I don't know which is more important, your Skaven throwers, your line rats, but there's some of that
throwers
very
are
solid.
They do the same job. They just have different skills.
Yeah. I guess you're probably going to eventually take mutations on those line rats by like giving them 2 heads because they have dodge already is pretty solid, I think.
I think you might give the other one just tackle again unless it rolls doubles, but then it becomes a guard piece, right?
Yeah, guard would be very solid. Alright, I really like where this team is at. I feel like you probably don't want that many more skilled goblins than what he has, but that's like an embarrassment of riches there.
Exactly. You ride with them until they die. That's their life. That's why there are so many juniors and thirds and stuff and 0 SPP goblins. It's not that they didn't get SPP, it's that they exploded.
Alright, who else needs a look?
I don't know. I'll let you pick one.
Alright, so let's see. Let's do Puff heroes. I played this guy way back in the day, and he likes to hit stuff. We just had a whole match with a bunch of Tomb Guardians and a bunch of dwarves hitting each other in a cube. And his development seems to suggest that he enjoys that. He's got the legendary agility Khemri piece. It's on a Blitz Rod and a Throw Rod. Oh, and there's one on a skeleton too. How about that?
Yeah, that's huge, both of those. And getting block on the skeleton makes him like you have like a viable receiver now.
He should just get sure hands and be the ball carrier. What are we talking about?
I agree. I think that guy's next skill is sure hands, and he becomes the ball carrier, and then you have this killer piece that in a pinch can dodge.
Yeah, I'm calling it second agility turns into an elf.
I've seen an elf in a previous life. Yeah.
Let's see. What is the injury on this thing? Niggle. Yeah, kickoff return wrestle guy is no, it's wrestle kickoff.
Or just
kick.
Sorry, yeah.
Wrestle kick. I probably cycle that. I don't know. Skeleton.
Yeah, I think he wants another kick piece probably before he fires that guy, and even then, it's like a niggled AV7 guy. Just
he should go.
I mean, he can't. The thing is, he can't be on line duty because he's a kicker.
Yeah. That's actually a problem this team has. I don't think you've got enough pieces for line duty. Like, you give up normal skeleton, dirty player skeleton, and then you're screwed. Like, you can't do fresh Tomb Guardian. That thing needs to live long enough to level. You definitely don't want to give up your killer Tomb Guardian. I think keeping that thing is right, but that thing has got a doomed life. People are gonna try and punch that in the nose every single time.
I haven't paid very much attention, but what does he put on the line on his defensive drives?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he puts the fresh Tomb Guardian between the dirty player and the normal skeleton.
That sucks, though. Like,
I guess it makes.
I'm gonna put that thing on the ground and foul it every single time.
But it's how he's got to fish for a Kaz on that guy, right? Like,
I mean, I would just honestly spend 40k, get your bench, and just put it in there.
Yeah, no, totally. He
could
needs another
just replace the skeleton.
He like desperately needs another skeleton here.
He's got the money though, like
because I like 14 man on Khemri because you really can afford it with a lot of AV7 going around.
Yep. Well, Gambino, if you're listening, you'll benefit from that. Like, your team seems real solid. Like, I love Blodge Tomb Guardian. That thing is insane. I like the Guard Mighty Blow guy. I understand not cycling your killer. I think the game will eventually kill him yourself. Just expect it. The rest of the lineup is solid. Like, I don't know about kickoff return throw raw. That's like the only thing I kind of question here. But I suspect he might have gotten that before some of his agility. I don't know.
Yeah. That's almost certainly a skill from before the agility guys came into being.
But, whatever. I like the Khemri shape here, and I think that this is one of those things where, with a little bit of money and playing around with it, you can probably do some cool things. I have no idea if there's Khemri on the market, but, like, if there was a Tomb Guardian with any skills, like even just Mighty Blow or just Guard, it might be a way to level yourself up.
I don't know if there are, but that would certainly be great if you could replace this man. Like, if you could somehow get 40 or 50k in monies next week, you can afford to buy like a maybe even 2 skilled Tomb Guardian. That'd be great.
I mean, you could also just put a Vanity Pass on this guy, and then he's got a skill. So there's that. It's just Vanity Pass is probably like 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah, you gotta get it in his hands, and then you're like, I gotta throw this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap, I gotta throw this.
Well, I mean, you've got a skeleton to catch it at least.
He's got 2.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
I mean, that's the throw rush job.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like just solid chem rate. Yes, they've got some pretty solid stat freaks here, but it seems like it's a pretty straightforward build, and I actually like that. I feel like chem rate is one of those things where if you get too fancy with your build, the team just doesn't function at all.
I heard just adding more strength makes it better.
It's true. And this one has more strength. Unfortunately, it's just on normal skeleton, but that's fine. All right. Do you want to look at team?
Me? Let me look here. How about we do the one that I remember?
Yes.
Knuckle Nose Wonk Elf Fun.
Yeah. I like it. All right. This poor guy's been beat up. Oh, Jesus. This poor guy's been beat up.
Yeah, he's down to a couple blitzers. They're not all healthy.
I really like that Witch Elf.
Yeah, the Witch Elf's nice. That's that's the main thing. He still has a couple really nice pieces. Like Dude Nod is really nice because he has guard, and just his Witch Elf is super fast. It's awesome. And then the runner, he's a thing. I don't know what to classify him as, good or bad. I think it depends on the day.
That's certainly, You hit that thing every time you can, and then it dumps off, but you're breaking an AV6 guy. Except it's kind of like, I don't know. It's probably fine. Yeah, this is rough. Like, okay, get that guard lineman, I think, does a lot for this team. That assassin, having always existed, is sort of a little rough. I mean, this is a team where the naming gimmick is fantastic, and it's just been broken so many times. Like, we've got a lineman we need to kill here. We've got a blitzer that we need to kill here.
Heavily beaten.
We've got a runner that maybe we kill, maybe we don't. Like, AV6 is really rough, but that's a plus strength runner that has other good skills. I mean,
you gotta keep the plus strength guy.
Yeah. I feel like you get rid of the unskilled lineup. You get rid of the normals blitzer that just has 2 levels. And the other blitzers thankfully just missed next game, so you're spending 100k on a fresh blitzer for the blitzer that's just... Man, you need 300k. This team needs 300k. That's...
How do we feel about the player market for this team?
I haven't looked in a bit.
I don't know what there is, but there certainly could be Dark Elves.
If you I would literally take just normal dodge on the blitzers, just because it would help them live a little bit longer. There's a runner that just has block on it. That's the fact that that's one of the better pieces of development here is super rough. I mean, you keep this strength runner. You definitely keep this double movement Witch Elf. Like, that thing's going to win games out of nowhere.
Oh, yes.
This one just has block and sidestep, but that's fine. Yeah, this one's just missed next game, so... You probably just hire the first 2 blitzers, keep the movement 6 guy until that point, and then when you can finally fire him, you hire a 3rd one. You can almost afford a new blitzer. And you keep the assassin because it's a lineman that you don't have to get rid of. It's never ever gonna level.
Nope.
Yeah, this is a neat team, and I'm a fan of Dark Elves. I think they're really cool. This has been an unkind season to this team.
That's Elves. I mean, you've still got all these stat ups, so you keep wanting to play it, but it's broken.
I don't think this is broken beyond repair. I think this is just a case where this needs to end up in a division that's not going to just put the boot on its neck and keep pressing down.
That's true, but how far down do you put it? Because it doesn't need that much help before it's better. It's just like, if this team is in a good division, but it fights halflings first or something, it's in way better shape.
I mean, not these halflings. These halflings foul you to death.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this is fine where it is. That unlike, say, vampires, where there's no coming back from this, you just hold out in the division like this, run with the fact that your loner line elves are better than a lot of teams' positionals, and just, kind of keep kicking. And if there's a player market, you maybe don't immediately burn 100k on a new blitzer, and otherwise you just buy new blitzers until you don't have to do that anymore. And ride these runners until they die. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the runner on Dark Elves. Like, the extra movement is nice, but I feel like your Witch Elves do the job a lot better, especially when you've got a 9 movement Witch Elf.
Now that you have these like developed witch elves, they're fantastic.
The problem with the 9 movement Witch Elf on this particular team is that you don't have a bench to hide it on. Yeah. But,
well, it just runs away. It does have 9 movement.
And blodge. And jump up. It surfs anything that stands to you from an edge that you can surf. And other than that, it just runs away. It gets sidestep next, I feel. Like, I don't think that's particularly close. But, I mean, I guess there's people that want it to be a one-turner. I don't know. This is a really cool team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to throw this one away as just dinged up as it is.
Yeah, I mean, but this is sort of what late development elf teams look like, right? They have a few stars and everybody else is broken. Like, everybody else that was trying to become a star died.
That's true. Yeah, and as somebody who lost all his blitzers on Dark Elves the last time he tried them, your Witch Elves carrying the day is just fine. Double stat Witch Elf is utterly insane, even if those stats are just movement.
Yep, I mean, plus move is 2 movement. That's a lot. That's like the difference between slow and literally fast.
Alright, do you think we have time to look at one more team?
Yeah, sure, let's look at a team.
Yeah, what team are we looking at?
Let's have one last look. Let's see. I think we've looked at more or less everybody in this division. We've looked at the Flayers. We've looked at the, I think it's either the Nurgle that are probably going to playoffs or the Doom Anvils, the Chorfs. Which one do you want to look at?
Chorfs.
Let's look at Chorfs, I guess, sure.
Yeah, let's have a look.
When you're supposed to be our Chorf expert.
And now for something completely different.
Strength Chorfs. Their gimmick is that they just keep rolling strength.
Yep.
I heard it's not a bad gimmick.
Then
It's
no.
a pretty good gimmick when you roll it like at the points in development that he's rolled it.
And he's got a lot of claw, but he keeps managing to back it up with Mighty Blow. So, yep, yeah, this is a man who's looking to take some piling on. I also like that he's got 3 guard. I feel like that's a healthy amount. I probably want guard on that second Bull Centaur, but you need the block first.
Maybe so. Yeah, I think that the second Bull Centaur is your ball man for the foreseeable future.
I like Strength 5 Ball Man just because that man is impossible to hit.
I mean, sure,
Yeah, but he has a job.
That man has a job, and that job is to be inside your cage.
It's true. That is a break tackle Strength 5 guy with a lot of movement. And tackle. I would have considered strip ball before tackle on that thing, just as a hilarious cave buster.
No, mobile tackle is way better.
This lets him actually kill elves.
Yeah, okay. Fair. I defer to your judgment.
Yeah, no, I think that the tackle's better here than strip ball. Like, I could definitely see strip ball on this man next. I totally get it.
I
want to kind of see wrestle and just watch him jump into a cage. No one expects it. Pops the ball free.
If he didn't already have block, I would agree with that. But he already has block. I mean,
Easy game, just roll doubles and put dodge on him.
I mean, I see your point. Like, this is a case where block wrestle is probably not that bad just because of the way it works. But I think strip is more likely to get random ball pops than wrestle. That said, I mean, this is a team that's in fantastic shape. Your money is literally just there to buy and sell hobgoblins, now and forever.
Sounds about right.
That's it.
Comedy option, if you really need to burn money, you buy and sell minotaurs.
Yeah, they're 150k though.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
That's why it's a joke.
I mean, this team's great. It's in. This is not like peak Chorf, but it's like prime Chorf.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we do our game now?
Yeah, let's go look at this Kimry game. I want to see
how
the
do this, but I'm gonna have to bail for this one.
That's all good, dude.
Yeah, I had a friend come over, drop off his dog. Now my dogs are going all wild.
All right.
Good luck.
Well, you've got a different game. It's a dog game. Enjoy dog game.
Yeah. Go dog herding.
See ya.
Later, man.
Later, man.
All right, let's see. This is Common Consulting versus Royal Rumble Boys. Let's watch the replay. Okay, loading in. Yeah, we talked about our predictions here. I'm really interested to see how this manages to sustain even blocks, despite the fact that apparently the Khemri just kind of come apart. And
I suspect that it all happens at once.
probably late in the game. And then again, he managed to score 2 touchdowns. Alright. Hitting escape to get to the line. I'm just going to click through setup because that's certainly a thing.
Let's just stop on like the first actual turn here.
Alright. Ooh, interesting. An off center setup with all Toon Guardian strong line.
Indeed. And like a super deep kick.
Alright.
And a blitz. This is how.
Oh.
Oh yeah. We may not have to spend terribly long here.
Yeah. Okay. That is... Oh, wow. He's just standing up there with the... Oh, I guess he's going to push off to get that guy away.
Yeah, this cracks a big hole because of this uneven setup. Oh, and the KO on turn 0 here.
Okay. Yeah.
The good Tomb Guardian.
That's right.
I bet that guy doesn't wake up.
Yep. Now we're in the line with our killer, but we're going to send some support in so he's not on his own. Yep, okay. Just pillar the
like both
fast
of these
goat on front of
pestivores
him.
are coming in here, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. And Nurgle Warrior to back him up, so if they try and go on him, it's just kind of a little bit rough.
Yeah, and these Tomb Guardians are just so far away from the action right now.
Yep.
Well, that's so tough.
And he's got his safety Pestigore as his carrier. I like that. Alright.
Oh, and it didn't scatter out. That's so sad for the Khemri here. The Khemri at this point has to be like rooting for the scatter, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to click forward until he tries to scatter it out. Oh, nope, he picks it up. And that's a case of, well, I have the ball. Shit.
I mean, like, what do you do with it now?
You're passing.
Yeah, the answer is we're like running skeleton screen here and praying.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't blitzing the ball, man, this turn anyway. Just punch
this
the
next
hole.
game, right on that Nurgle Warrior. Who just gets
Get him
up.
out of here.
No sells it. That's what wrestlers do. Ooh, and the send-off. That's rough. Alright, let me know when you get to the foul and ejection.
You're good to go.
Okay, let's keep it going with next turn. Yep, okay.
Like at the start of the Nurgle turn here.
Yep, the Nurgle, the beast just did its job and said, nope, you, Tomb Guardian, you're staying on me.
Stay with me forever.
And that Rotter just says it's, oh, we're just hitting that thing down. Oh, yeah, okay, I know the strategy. He's fishing for more Tomb Guardian removals to just make the Khemri coach's life hell.
Oh, yeah, here, certainly. I mean, you want to mark this Tomb Guardian as much as you can with these idiot Rotters, so, like, get the kicks in.
Yep.
Seems great. Snowball, that's where he's at.
I mean, right now we're at a point where we're just idiot marking the other Tomb Guardians while snowballing on one of them.
Yep.
Yep, and the aggressive foul. Okay, turn 3. Alright, I'm going to click forward to the end of this because I feel like Khemri's in kind of a rough spot. Okay, Skeleton moves up the field and no new removals.
Oh, man. He has to pivot so hard as Khemri here.
Yeah, it's not easy. That's a slow team.
He's getting, like, outspeeded by Nurgle.
Yeah, I feel like he's playing as well as he can against this. That's the guy who I thought was going to go in the back line.
Here's the action. Wait, let me know when you get to Ric Flair doing what Ric Flair does.
He yells woo, right? That's what he is?
Something like that.
Ooh, yes. Woo. That's a stun, but still. That's a pretty big stun right there. Because that was the one of the 2 pillars you were hoping to protect the ball with. Guy in the backfield's marked up by a man who's stronger than him. And that Skeleton's gonna be, yep, marked. Not a good day. Not a good day to be Khemri.
It's tough.
Certainly.
Living that Khemri life. This is like Khemri life for all the Khemris. The Tomb Guardian's just too fragile. Like, it's great that he's there and he's got all of this beautiful, beautiful strength, but he's so fragile.
And now the wrestle tackle man is on the ball with friends. Yeah. So he's. I mean, I think I see how this goes.
He's got dodge.
Yeah, but there's tackle. Tackle means they don't carry as dodge.
Yeah.
It looks like he's just gonna admirably try and bash his way out, but because that's the only real option he has, rather than play Agi 2 dodge. And the problem is sometimes that's just not good enough. And like dwarves, Khemri doesn't have a plan B. Like dwarves at least have agility 3 pieces, so you can play short elves. Here, I don't think you get to play short elves.
You should skip to like the middle of Nurgle turn 4.
Yep, okay. We're on the sideline. Nurgle's moving up. Nurgle has the ball now. What happened?
Go back and watch that. Ric Flair does a Ric Flair thing.
Okay, the thing bounces out because... Oh, yeah. Yep. I see where this is going.
Yep. And the scatter's like super favorable. And another Pestigore ends up with the ball.
Oh, yep, that's a KO on the guy who was behind lines. The snowball is real. That's a Rotter that's moving over.
And now Nurgle has like such pitch control.
Woo. That's woo. Oh, nope,
Yep.
Re-roll to go for it.
And then woo!
Surfing the ball carrier. I mean, he didn't have a choice but to put it there, I don't think. Because the GFI was a thing that could at least get snaked to make that not happen. Or the dodge could have failed a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not great.
GFI is not very much shielding.
No, they're really not. It's only a 6+. Alright, so now the ball is in something resembling a cage for Nurgle. It's turn 5 for Khemri. I think we see how this is going. I'm gonna go straight to the end of this turn.
I've now clicked through like the rest of this half, and it goes exactly how you expect. Khemri's like wrapped up everything that's not a Tomb Guardian, gets beaten to death, and Nurgle runs away with the ball. Khemri can't do anything about it.
Yep. Yeah, I see that Khemri are still getting their hits in because that's the thing that you have to be trying to do. It looks like he wants to hit Rotters, but he's just not getting the option to. Oh no, he's hitting that Nurgle Warrior. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's been taking his high quality punches.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess
mean,
there's enough of a bench that it doesn't matter if you get Rotter hits.
It's also kind of what you want them to do to you as Nurgle because you have foul appearance. AV9.
Yeah, foul appearance is... I've been farted on occasionally. You get farted on like 3 or 4 times in a game. That's rough.
Oh man, watch them snake a foul appearance on a blitz one time, and you will see an angry human being.
I'm not quite... I don't really get angry, but that's one of those cases where I just go, okay, I guess I'm not really
It's
gonna
be like
done.
this, huh?
Yeah, and then you just pivot your turn into not doing anything. It's annoying, but you know, that's Nurgle for you. Nurgle were like, what if Chaos was a little bit better, but you had to have all these wonderful 40-point peens. Oh, another blitz. But for Khemri. Let's see if they can leverage this. Oh, the Tomb Guardians are back. They're standing in a good position.
Yeah. It's the wake-ups here have been certainly favorable. He gets to field a full team again. That's certainly how this is even blocks. It's because Darkanon here managed to put 11 guys on the field twice.
Yep.
It's not because he's had good luck, it's because he's had men.
The Blitzra has the ball. Huh. Genuinely wasn't expecting that. Well, this can't go right.
Yeah, no, that ball is in, like... No, he's just standing under the ball right now. He doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to scatter in a weird way.
Yeah, there's no way he ends up with this ball. And now, like, Darkanon's committing so hard to the right here.
So if it just bounces
if this
through.
doesn't, yeah, if this like scatters to somewhere favorable for Nurgle, and then we have like one good hit. Oh, look at it scatter to like perfect for Kimry. Never mind. It's okay. We can just scatter it a bunch more here.
No, the dead guy doesn't scatter a ball.
Exactly.
I think the funniest part of that was the triple disturbing presence pop up there. That is technically a catch roll?
It is. Man, another good Kimry scatter. I suspect we have to struggle for a minute to get this ball, huh?
Yeah, but he seems to enjoy that. Oh, nope. Push onto the ball. Where's it going?
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, are we going to push it out? That's really cute.
Maybe. That could happen here. Oh, because now Kimry has to pick it up on a sideline.
So if he snakes the pickup, it's just gone.
Yeah. Not even snakes. That's not the Agi man.
I don't mean like... Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying it's like way worse than... Like way easier to do than snaking.
It's a 25% chance for it to happen with the reroll. Otherwise, you're just flipping a coin. And, well, less scatters than more, but still a lot of the scatters are just heinously bad. Especially because everyone is marked. All of them. Except for that, like, strength blitz right on the back.
Yeah, like 3 of the scatters are absolutely filthy, and then one of them is terrible too, and the other ones aren't good.
Mm-hmm. This is the case where he needs to go right. Here's the turnover. On that failed dodge. Neat there. Oh no, he's taking the blocks first. Fair. Oh, I see, to clean that up. Makes sense to me. Oh, yeah, this Tomb Guardian's not being able to connect is a little rough.
Yeah, man. When you get the old push call, it's tough.
I don't know if I agree with moving Strength Guy there, just because... Oh, okay. Worked out.
Oh, you mean the follow with Strength Guy?
Well, I mean, I think you should have potentially tried to grab the ball first. Just because if the ball had scattered out, having that guy open is...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, nope, he can't
You're
move
right.
him because if he moves that, then that's a turnover. I'm just not good at following game state right now.
These brave one dies.
You needed something to happen there. And
It worked. This is like coming up Kimry here.
Yeah, no, this is how you play out of this. I respect that. This has been a good game.
I'm just curious how it all falls apart.
Well, isn't that Blood Bowl for you?
Yeah.
Nope, the snake dodges that he's making him make are certainly a thing. Oh, yep, that's another snake Agi 3 dodge. How does this not result in a score? We're going to see some stuff here, I suppose.
Yeah, something's got to happen real soon.
Yep, there's the block off. Tomb Guardian moves up. Even gets the stun. There's that free Nurgle warrior, though. The Undertaker, I feel, is going to be critical here. Except no, he can only physically be in range to stand next.
And, like, that's still hard to do. He has to do it as part of a blitz and knock a man down.
That's Dead Rider.
No one cares about Rotters.
Nope. Oh, yep, there's the screen with that blitz rod. How? What?
I don't... This has to be, like, a stall that goes bad, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess I can respect stalling in this position, but I think you get exactly one stall turn here.
Yeah, maybe. Because, like, this Nurgle Warrior's coming, and this Pestigor's coming, and
it won't stop coming.
somehow I feel like this Block Claw Mighty Blow Pestigor gets to hit the ball next turn. That's just my...
You mean turn after the
Yes.
next?
Sure. I think I'm a little tiny bit ahead of you.
I'm in 11 for Nurgle.
Yeah, I'm at the blitz for Nurgle right now.
Yep, Nurgle's blitzing with their warrior. And yep, blitz rust clear.
Run up and touch the ball.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now we have to make 75% dodges to score, so maybe that's how it happens.
If this fails, then that's just the drive done.
It is. That is the end of the drive if that occurs, and that will be pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is what has to happen.
Look at this Nergal Warrior dodge.
Yep.
Get him away from the big strong mummy.
I can understand that. The dodge is less likely to get you killed than that thing with Mighty Blow that's coming for your face. Yep. I respect that. Like, low percent dodges there.
Mighty
Blow.
For you.
Yep. Okay, he's moving up the Tomb Guardians to try and cover. In case something goes wrong. And something's going to go wrong. That's actually really smart play.
We have to like fail this GFI or something. Yep. There it is.
Snake?
That's it right there.
Oh boy. I actually like that play still. Like, snaking the GFI is a lot less likely there than that, because just a push is good enough.
Yeah.
But nope, there's the 2-die on the ball. It's gone.
And now the stun and the scatter out, and look at this favorable last Nurgle scatter. Oh, maybe wait, it's gonna bounce a bunch of times.
Where are we going on this wild ride?
Last Nurgle scatter.
Oh, just right next to the beast. Okay, and a warrior. Got it.
That's all I need to see.
Got there. Alright, we're just gonna start clicking forward.
Oh, and the Rotter picks it up for free.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Just pow this Tomb Guardian. Man, it was just like...
I'm just clicking
just all
forward.
coming up Kimry, and then it ended.
Yep. Like, I'm on turn 12 for Nurgle right now.
This is the first half all over again. Oh, wait. I think there was a punt. Let's go to turn 14 for the Nurgle.
Yeah, okay, he's going sideline. And turn 13 for the Camry. And turn 14 for the Nurgle.
Okay. And we're taking this block with this this Nurgle Warrior, right?
Because it puts us in a position to... Oh, well, that's a Strength 6 Tomb Guardian. That's why that's a problem there. And he's got a safety still. Oof. Nope. Yeah. Now he's just cleaning people off the pitch.
Yeah, now he's taking his punches before he does something interesting, I think. I'm pretty sure that we're about to see something spicy happen.
Ooh, had to re-roll that 1-die on the Tomb Guardian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was a 1-die block and no block. I see why I did it this way. And because it lets him put that warrior on that Blitz Rod.
Look at how unprotected the ball is right now.
Well, I think he's going to either try and outrun that Tomb Guard, or he's going to throw to the Beast of Nurgle. I know which one I want to see. Oh, he's just not respecting the Agi 2 dodge. Oh, nope, he's just... Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're just punting.
Yup, that's a punt. Sure, you know what? That's fine. I like it a lot. Like, you just put that Strength Man on the ground and run away with that Nurgle Warrior to eventually pick it up.
Exactly, like he's got an Agi 2 dodge with a reroll here to, like, threaten the ball is his only play. It seems fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the Beast of Nurgle is on the ground. It's just gonna get up again.
Squish.
Okay.
Punching. I wonder who scores.
I think he's probably gonna try and put it on the Warrior. Yeah, Rodder's the easy option. He's gonna try and surf that man to put some pressure. Man.
I cheated ahead and something incredible happens.
Oh, good. I'm watching the failed... Oh, nope. Successful Agi 2 dodge, too.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. It has it. What's going to happen now? Oh, you're just going to 2-die blitz it somehow, I bet.
Yeah, exactly. We just moved the Rodder down for an assist and 2-die it with the Warrior. And it's
That'll
just
do
like, blammo, put it back on the ground. Try and pick it up again, why don't you? With your injured self. Okay, now there's no one to contest the ball anymore.
Yeah, okay, so there's the Rodder.
Oh, the Nurgle Warrior just catches it. No big deal.
There's the Blitz. There's the man on the ground. There's the injury. And and the Nurgle warrior has to catch it at his own disturbing presence. But he does. It's cool. I don't actually know if that counts. I don't believe it does.
Your own disturbing presence doesn't affect you.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we've seen enough there.
That's it for this game.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And turn 16. Do we get a spite foul? Strong lines it. Ball lands on the line. Why is there a man on the ground there? You know what? I probably shouldn't. Oh, no, I just skipped past the first hit of the turn.
For some reason, it doesn't skip you to the beginnings of turns. I really wish it would.
Yeah. Well, I wish a lot of things about replays.
Yeah. There you go.
Yay. Vanity Pass. Alright. Yeah, I feel like that was a really well played game. That both sides played real well, but it broke Nurgle.
That's it. Dice agreed with the Nurgle this game.
Yep. I don't think it's a game either of them should be ashamed of. Like, if you're a control team and dice break that way for you, you just keep pressing like that. And if you're playing from behind, that's how you have to do it.
Yep. Worked out for one, not so much the other. But, I mean, it was well played on both sides. It was certainly pretty even.
Yep. I think that, for all that, I'm not really rooting is the right word, but it'd be interesting if the humans were the outside group that went to the playoffs from this. Our winner here is going to have a solid run in the playoffs. And if Common Consultant get it, he knows what he's doing with his team. That'd be a really cool run for Khemri.
Yeah.
Either way.
All right.
This has been Div 7.
Is that good for you? Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I really don't. This has been a fun little thing to cover for Div 7. Next week, we're going to wrap up our little fight for the top. And, I'm Kyle Meir.
Yeah, I'm Randomus Namus, and we had Iron Master on here earlier, and we'll see you again next week.
All right, later.